Hi guys, today I want to show you how I made a card for a baby shower, my very first one, and I'm super excited about it. Let's go ahead and start with the shape. Now mine is going to be the width 11 inches and the height 8.5 inches. And that's like I think that's like the average card size, because the finished size is going to be 5.5 by 4.25. So once we get our size selected, we're going to add in another shape, which is the score line. And for this purpose, the front of the card, I'm using the score line as a visual because it's going to help me find the center. We're going to select all, and then we're going to center this horizontally. All right, great. So I'm going to put another shape in here, and this is going to define the border for the front of the card. Now, I really didn't have a particular size when I was doing the front of the card for like the border. So with this, I kind of just played around with it and eyeballed it till I got it to my liking. All right, that looks pretty good there. Now I'm going to select both shapes and I'm going to slice. So I'm taking out the two boxes that it creates, and we're going to just go ahead and delete those. So the naked area is what we're going to actually work in. So let's go ahead and insert our shape. So like I said, it's for a baby shower. I picked a bunch of different silhouettes that represent baby. And because it's for a baby girl, that's why I added the hearts and the bows and all of that stuff. So you saw as I brought them all in, I had to shrink down my actual workspace so that I could see what I was working with. But at this point, what you really begin to do is add in your shapes according to your liking, and you just play around with it. Now, the reason why I picked silhouettes is because they were, for lack of a better term, thick, and I can kind of connect them all together. So I want to place everything in there. We're not going to go too far outside of the border because I want the shape to still be defined. But the goal here is to add everything in and then start duplicating everything so that I can kind of have like a cohesive picture. So that's pretty much what you see me doing here. Oh yeah, and I forgot to add in a bow, so I went back to get those things, the bow and the baby bottle. And so yeah, I'm gonna keep working with this until it fills in enough. And the heart is gonna be the thing that I kind of use as my space filler. So I only want the baby girl's face to be in there because that's going to be the center. I just want that there one time. But I'm going to keep literally making copies of, different items until I get to, voila, a pretty full page. And you see I'm still shaping hearts because I want to fill in the space. I don't want any spaces to be too big or too gappy. And it's pretty much a collage of baby items, so to speak. And then of course in between you take a break and take a look and make sure it looks like you want it to, not too holy but not too chaotic. I feel like here the shapes are still pretty well defined, and I'm good with that. So we're gonna go ahead and select all again, and this time we are welding it together. So we're going to create one piece. So we know it's one piece now because it's all the same color. And I'm going to flip it because now I want to prepare to add my writing in. Now, I created a video earlier. I like to do my writing in Canva, especially when it's a lot of words, so I don't have to worry about grouping and ungrouping. So I did the writing in Canva. I made it into a ping, and so now here I don't have to worry about adding the text because I added the text as a picture. And we are adding the score line this time to actually use in air quotes for real, not as a visual. This is going to help us actually fold the card when that time comes. And then I'm going to go ahead and select all, and we are going to center these two together as well. Let's add our writing back, And with this, again, eyeballing it, not really doing a perfect measurement on it, but I just want to make sure it kind of nestles in the center there for the inside of the card. Don't forget to flip it when you get to this point. And I like things a little bit off center and askew, so that's why I turned it a little. I think that looks good. All right, so now we are going to hit draw. Don't forget to change that setting from cut to draw. Cut is the default, but we're drawing this time using a silver metallic marker. So the machine knows, how to use the marker once we go ahead and get ready to cut or make. So we're going to go ahead and attach everything to make sure that it all comes out on one mat, and I want them, I want the machine to know it's all working together. And so at this point, let's just go ahead and take a look at what we got. And there is a stray baby bottle here, and I don't want that, so I gotta find that. Must have happened when I literally pulled in all of those items, so I had to go back in and find where this little stray baby bottle was. I didn't even notice it that whole time before I went to hit make it. So now we should be good to go. So now we can make it, and again, this is going to score, draw, and cut. All right, guys, we are done. I am so excited about this particular project. It's always good when you have something in your mind and you finally see it come to fruition. So I'm super duper excited. So I like how the writing came out. I did go back in and fill some parts in. I kind of colored in just a little bit. So I got to work on that to get, better solid lines. But here is the front. So all of our little silhouettes, they came out exactly as the way I envisioned. And because we use cardstock, it's not all loosey-goosey, it's pretty stiff. So let's go ahead and finish this off. I've already cut a piece of vellum, and I want this to just fit like so. So yeah, that looks good to me. So I'm just going to use some glue. You could use double-sided tape, you can use glue stick. But just a little bit of glue to make it stick. Nothing too crazy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go around all four sides. I think that should be good. I don't want the paper moving all around. Just do that. All right, this should be good. Bring it over here. Looks like the glue and the vellum is not getting along. That's all right. Add a little line here. I notice the ends are curling up. A little pressure will be good there. When it completely dries, I can use an eraser to get rid of that extra glue. Get a clean look. Let's take a peek. Check it out. So far so good. And we are going to go ahead and find our score line so we can get this baby closed carefully. There we go. All right, there we have it, guys. I am thrilled with the way it came out. I'm probably going to make an envelope for it because I literally just thought, hey, Portia, you don't have an envelope. Don't you need that too? So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you guys. If you got any questions, concerns, or comments, leave them down there below in the comment section. I will certainly respond back to you. But if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now. And until next time, peace.